Hello and welcome to the Global Icon. It's the first time we're doing this. This is live from a hotel room in Stuttgart in Germany. So welcome to the show, guys. It's a very new thing for me to do as well. I'm usually on the radio. I've just got off the radio, actually, doing my show for a Big FM, the radio station in Stuttgart in Germany, which broadcasts for the whole of Germany. And now we're going to do the first one on the show today. It's going to be talking to IMCHA and Theo, and I can see the guys at the top of my screen, so I hope you can see me.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, mate. Yes, that's great. I think it was a bad connection on my side. It's a bit far from the US through to Europe, so we've got the connection going now. So welcome. Nice to see you, Theo.
Nice to see you, too.
And we've got IMCHA as well.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, I can hear you as well. That's great. So we're all connected, all together. I mean, this is the first time we're doing this, so it's the first time for me. It's the first time for all of you. So for everybody who's just listening and watching, the Global Icon, it's a brand new thing we're doing. It's the world's first global music reality show, which creates and features original music only. That's very important to us, and it's an opportunity for artists, music producers, songwriters, all across the world to get together. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you're from, you know, what kind of music you do. It's just to present yourself to the global audience. So let's start with the youngest, IMCHA, that's you, from India. For everybody who's watching around the world that probably doesn't know you, just let us know who you are and what you're doing.
Oh yes, my name is IMCHA, and I've been in the field of music for the past 5 years, and yeah, so it's music that I'm doing right now. And then at the end of the day, yeah, that is it. That's pretty much it. My life as a musician.
So where are you right now? At home in India? Are you traveling around the world?
Yes. Yeah, I'm actually traveling right now. I'm in my hometown right now. That's Nagaland. And the next day again, I'll be traveling back to another state. So yeah, that's my life right now.
Well, welcome to the show. The second guest on the show, the first guest, it doesn't matter which connection we do, is Theolodge from the US. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on, man?
So where are you right now?
Oh man, I'm in my La Casa. You know, I'm in my house, man, on my couch.
Nice.
So you're in Orlando, Florida right now?
No. I'm in Bowling Green.
Okay.
Bowling Green, Florida. Yeah.
Right. And I can see, IMCHA, you've got your guitar, you've got your earpods in. So, you know, let's start. Give us something to listen to. So, yeah, I know. I mean, it looks like you're really wanting to do this. Let's do some live stuff on the show. Let's show the people what you can do. Off you go, please.
All right. Oh, cool. Is my network fine? Is the audio clear enough?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
All right, so I'll start off by singing this song, She's a Walking Temptation. Actually, I had Mr. Theo chair for the remix version, but right now it's the acoustic version, so this is how it goes. Darkness, all right, let's go. Darkness turns to light, and I know we'll be alright. I can feel the change happening. Yeah, I pulled up in the club with my Rover, driving in style, just to see dancing again. She's a walking temptation. What's gonna take it to get you off? You've been trying hard all night to get you. I'm an affection who wants attention. Yeah, tell me what you like, baby, I'll get it for you. Do you fancy Gucci shoe? I'll get it for you. I just wanna spend some time with you tonight. Even with my eyes closed, I see her. Every time round takes me to her. Currently I'm upstairs the bed, and she knows she got it woke up dancing. She's so fun and everything. She's a walking temptation, and I want her all for me. Darkness turns to light, and I know we'll be alright. I can feel the change happening. She's a walking temptation. Pulled her in the club with my Rover, driving in style just to see her dancing again. She's a walking temptation.
Wow.
Yeah.
You go.
Amazing. She's a walking temptation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And I want her all for myself. Did you actually get her?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm still trying.
That was a great pause. Should I answer this question? Not yet.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's two different kind of people on the show today. I mean, you're doing like the singer-songwriter thing, and I was listening to music from you, Theo. That's kind of a different style. So can you like give us, the world audience, something about you, Theo, today? What kind of music you are doing if people do not know you from the States?
My main basis of my music is to inspire like the dreamers. I'm really here for the underdog. I kind of title myself as the underdog hero. I just want to inspire people to not get 100, but 110% out of their potential, and get what you can out the day. So with this track, I'm about to hit you with. I don't know if you can be able to hear the beat, but you're gonna be able to hear the lyrics. So it's called 226, and the reason for the track 226 is like the world we live in. They say 10 is perfect, right? So you take 2. Sometimes you go slower than other people. So it's 2 plus 2 plus 6, and that gets you to your 10. So that's your 226. Can you hear that audio a little bit?
Yeah. I'll go here.
I can hear it. Yeah, maybe you could turn it up a little.
If you can, you'll be able to hear me. Yeah. Gonna take your best shot. I be the one Xbox, and I don't know my next stop, but I know my next stop. Finally be my best stop. Gonna take your best shot. I be the one Xbox, and I don't know my next stop, but I know my next stop. Probably be my best stop. Yeah, we ain't gotta overdo it. We can get straight to it. If you living in this world, then I know you've been through it. Trying to find a way before you lose it. Cool kids. I guess straight A's the new stupid. Maybe they'll catch you, leave a glove. Where's the love? Black eyed peas and no, we ain't eating. Schooling y'all, Saved by the Bell, feel like I'm screeching. I'm just soul reaching. My sermon and I'm preaching. Yeah, the truth will hurt. You throw dirt and you hide your hand. No future plans. Well, you don't stand a chance. Think you got a lot of friends? That's cool. Got a new Benz? That's cool. My life far from perfect. 10 toes down on the surface. Every day I'm just constantly working. Not a 9 to 5. Striving to say a lie. Say amen. And I thank the Most High. Gonna take your best shot. I be the one who Xbox. And I don't know my next stop. But I know my next stop. Probably be my best stop. Gonna take your best shot. I be the one who Xbox, and I don't know my next stop, but I know my next stop. Probably be my best stop. So yeah, that's a little, a little introduction of
very, very good.
Theolodge.
Theo, so how did it all start? Where was the first part of your life where you realized music is something that I want to do?
Honestly, man, it go back from my childhood in Lake Placid, Florida. Growing up, my grandparents was big in the church, and it was just one of those things, like in the culture, like when you young, you're gonna be in the choir, regardless if you could sing or not. And I wasn't a singer, so I had to find a way to make church fun for me. So. Okay. Sometimes when the choir's singing, I'll be trying to, rap the God's music, but doing my thing. And I kept doing it, man. And in elementary, that song Ice Cube, Today is a Good Day. I actually did it for like a classroom, talent show. And all my classmates thought it was my song. And, being, third grade, you kicking them lyrics, just waking up in the morning, gotta think. They like, oh my God, you're amazing. So, so it hit me when I was younger. So I gotta say, it really came to me, man, during my church days and my youth.
Right, that's a nice story. So when was the first part of your life that you realized it's not only just like a dream, but it's starting to work? Was there one point in your life where you realized it is working?
The moment I was in the Cannes, the south of France, and when I had a conversation with Wyclef, that's when I knew it was working, because my music has me conversating with a legend in the music industry. So that was the moment where the light clicked on for me.
I saw the photograph on your Instagram profile with you and Wyclef Jean. You were like really happy. You were really, really shining.
Yeah, man. It was just a magical moment, because, you know, when you grow up and it's like, you know, Fugees was the it. You know what I'm saying? Wyclef, his style is one of those styles. I wish I was like IMCHA. I could bring the guitar, I get my acoustic on. But Wyclef, he kind of had that style, and he used his voice as an instrument. And that's when I learned to, like, I have a kind of a unique tone. So it's like now my voice is my own instrument.
Is it maybe the Florida sun that makes you more laid back than, I mean, it's not the typical rap music that we get from the States here in Europe that's really like bam, bam, bam. It's more melodic. It's got more flow. Is that the Orlando kind of thing?
No, it's a me kind of thing, because I'm comfortable with me, and I want people to be able to listen to my music as if they're having a conversation and learning me. And like every chance you get to get behind the microphone, you have to give people a new chance to learn you. Just like you with a different interview, it gives people, I feel like the more people know about you, the more they're willing to follow your movement. Okay.
IMCHA, let's come to you. We really enjoyed that. You doing singer-songwriting stuff. How did that start? I mean, I don't know. You are 18, 19, right?
No. Whoa, I'm 24.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then you look a lot younger than you are. That's a compliment, maybe. So when did it all start for you?
I started off as a young kid. You know, I was involved in church choir, like PO, and then, you know, like I was just you know, and then I just realized that music's, you know, it's in my blood, and then it's my purpose, you know, and I just wanted to pursue music. So basically, at the age of 19, I just moved out to from my parents' place, and then I moved to Mumbai, and then I signed my first record label with Mr. Ashish Minchanda. And then from there, you know, working with them has been such a marvelous journey right now, and then I'm so happy that we get to see what's coming ahead together.
So how did you get the signing? You know, if people are like watching and wanting to know, I can sing, I can dance, I can act, but I need someone to believe in me. How did that come about? Did you knock on the door the whole time? Hey, I can sing, I can sing, I can sing. Or how does it work?
Out here, I was just, as soon as I got done with my audio engineering and a diploma in audio engineering, I was like just sending out my portfolio and everything to different companies. And then I was so lucky that Flying Carpet Production, they found me. And then via that, I traveled to Mumbai after setting a day with Mr. Ashish. And then I sat up with him, and then I made him listen to some of my demos. And then from there, that's how we got the first contract.
Yeah. Is it, your English is very good. Do all Indians speak good English like you, or are you just a good guy, you know, with languages?
Yeah, I mean, like, everybody talks pretty good out here, but from the state where I am right now, I was like, everybody, like, English is like a main dialect out here. So basically, I've been brought up in such, I'm like, I'm like different culture, you know? So basically, English has been my main language for now. I mean, like, from child. So basically, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm like, out here also, most of the people, they can speak really well.
Okay, so how did you take, you know, the success at the beginning? Because I mean, you're doing really well on Spotify. Have you got more friends now than you did have? Some fake friends that say, "Oh, he's very, very cool. I like him," or have you still got the same friends that you had back in school? Do they all stick together with you?
I'm pretty choosy when it comes to friends, because, you know, honestly, I've been to a position where I had a lot of fake friends, you know, And then and once I got a little bit of success, I saw those friends coming back to me. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm like, out of nowhere, like that's pretty, like surprising. So yeah, so basically, I keep in touch with a few of them, a few good people, and then yeah, at the end of the day, there are a lot of friends. I can make a lot of friends, ahead. So basically, I don't mind if I lose. I'm like, whatever, you know what I mean.
If you lose them, they weren't real friends anyway, probably.
Yeah, yeah. True.
I mean, Theo, I've seen, your crew with the Turnaround K. So I think for you, the crew is probably, the main part of your life, because everyone at one point in their life, I think, has to decide, do I want to do it on my own or do I do it with my friends and my crew? What's your experience, Theo?
My experience is the way the crew came. A lot of I did it myself, so I didn't want to mislead people that's following me. Like, I tried to skip steps. Like, I used to play professional basketball, so I had a little money. So instead of like really owning my craft, I tried to like skip steps and like try to pay $500 to sit down with A&Rs that wasn't really A&Rs, and going to like open mics and doing all that stuff. And I'm like, look, dude, just put the work in. So I turned the K backwards. So when you look in the mirror, it says work. And my E,
it does. Yes.
And my E has no background, because you can't wait on nobody to have your back like you. And everybody take losses, so you got to stack your losses and keep going. So what I do now, man, crew for me is a home for newborns up to the day you expire. If you feel like you're an outcast, you don't have no friends, you feel like things are, I always got a spot for people. I'm anti-negativity, and crew is all about positivity, good energy, turning non-believers into believers. And that's crew.
You were talking just then about A&R and sitting down with some people who weren't even A&R to the record labels. What's your experience in your life, in your career, working with labels and people who tell you something and they never do it? How do you how would you tell kids today to go about it, to get a contract, to get someone who is honest and is good?
Man, I tell them, man, like, everybody, you have to feel that first burn. It's just like putting your hand on the stove when your mama say, don't touch that, that's too hot. Or don't go over there in that field, you might fall. So they still need to feel it, because you don't understand something until you actually go through it.
Okay.
So once they feel it once, but what I would say is just, man, follow your heart. Like, don't listen to your head, because your head will confuse you sometimes. Like, follow your heart, your gut is instinct. If it doesn't feel right, 9 times out of 10, it's not right. So I would tell them just really instinct, just follow their own instinct.
I remember my dad telling me that when I was like 14, 15, I was going out at night with my friends. And I said, Dad, what happens if I get into a rough neighborhood or somewhere where it doesn't, feel right? And he said, exactly. If it doesn't feel right, get the hell out of there. You've got to feel it.
Right. And like you say, man, like with the times we in, it's, you have to just give hope, man, and have people believe, because I was the one that closed the closet on my dream, so-called, and was like, after I got burned for all that money, I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this, man. But it was like God way of making me who I am today. So I appreciate all the several burns, the bumps in the road, and it got me to talking to you today.
How do you see that, IMCHA? Is it similar to your career in India? What Theo was just saying about, getting burned?
Yeah, kind of like everybody has their own experience. Like, yeah, exactly the same.
Okay. When it comes to writing songs, and I think that's quite interesting, IMCHA, it's very, very, very good. I think it's high quality. So that says something about yourself. I imagine you don't write a song within 3 minutes. You probably take 3 days or 3 weeks. How is your creative writing process?
Oh, it's usually the song comes out like, suppose if I, the song that I just performed right now, She's a Walking Temptation. I saw this girl on the bar, and then after that, that's how the song came out. Like, she came with that good clothes and everything. I was like, oh damn, she's a walking temptation. I was like, okay, I was like, okay, that would be a good title for a song. So that's how I came with the song. So basically, wherever I go, whatever I do, I try to get some ideas, here and there, and then. Since right now I don't have any love life right now, so basically I'm just imagining myself as the actor of movies. Like I've recently released a song called Love in Paris.
Yes.
That song came out after watching this movie called Before Sunset. I think that was Before Sunset or Before Sunrise.
I don't know that film, but I don't watch films anyway, so.
So it was like, it's a very old movie and I like very old movies. So basically, from there, I just stepped into the boots of the actor and then pretended myself me being the actor. And then that's how the song came out. No?
So the lyrics come first and then the music?
Yes, the lyrics. As I'm watching the movie, I'm like just typing down whatever they're saying, just like a brief summary. And then later I just sat down and then just layered it down one by one. And then I was like, okay, this is good enough. Then after that, the melody came and then the production we started on.
Have you ever had a live gig that, you remember that you were on stage and you thought, this is a good feeling? Was there one gig or one concert or one appearance that you will never forget?
I don't know. Yeah, every performance like such an experience for me. So I have to get back to you about this.
Okay. Do you have one, Theo? One like stage like wow feeling?
Yeah. Oh man, I every time I get on there, man, because it's just like the reason the wow feeling come because I tell myself I have to outdo my last performance. So I kind of trick myself to the wow factor, so I always, every show is a wow factor because I'm like, I need to outdo what I did last time.
Mm-hmm. What I really found interesting about you, Theo, is the orange juice commercial. I was like,
yeah.
I was like looking and thinking, okay, if this guy did something for, menswear or sneakers or maybe cars or chains or jewelry, yes. But orange juice, where did that come from?
Oh man, like shout out to Mr. Bob Bear and Kenny Sanders. Actually, it started like me being in the gym. I met an older gentleman, Mr. Sanders, and he asked me how I go about, getting sponsorship. And I'm like, well, different ways. And he was like, if somebody sponsors you, what all do you offer? I'm like, I could come up with a jingle, a little catchphrase. And he was like, well, I have sponsorship for you. I have an orange grove. Can you shoot a commercial?
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, shoot a commercial for orange juice. So, so I'm like, man, somebody invests money into you, you want to make them proud. Like, you know what I mean? So I got with a camera crew. Shout out to the cameraman, Tino, and my man, LaShawn, for mixing it down. And I just thought about childhood because I really love orange juice. And like my mom, like made me and my sister and my little brother, like we can only drink orange juice on the weekend. But I was the one used to always sneak it through the week. So when the weekend came, it was only like enough for 2 cups, and I'll try to lie. I'd be like, Mama, that wasn't me, that was Angelica, or that was Quincy. I try to lie. So I incorporated all that into like the commercial. So like I said, everything I try to do, I try to make it a part of me. So therefore people can feel it like, he's faking it. Nah, anything I ever say to you, I went through it and I experienced it. So long story short, we did it. We dropped the commercial on Facebook, and within like 5 minutes, we had a meeting with Florida Natural. So we went to Florida Natural. They showed us around, and from there, man, I was the orange juice guy.
It's a really nice story, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the music industry. IMCHA, where is everything going? Me being a radio host, you know, I get lots of songs that from the major labels, songs that you know are gonna work, like Justin Bieber, Dua Lipa, The Weeknd. I mean, it's getting harder, I think, for smaller and younger artists to make a difference in the world. And that's what we're trying to change with the Global Icon. What's your vision, IMCHA? Where is this trip or this journey going?
How do I say it? Like, I mean, like, as we know, like, we know, like, the music field is in like, it's like an easy ride, you know, and we know that it's going to be a struggling at the end of the day. Like, I don't know how it's really going, but then at the end right now, with what's been happening around me, I think everything's been going pretty good. But then I feel like, for me being Indian, and then I haven't seen any Indian artists like on top right now, no, like other than some few Indian singers like who've been brought up from the States or UK or wherever, like they have some few recognition, but then based out of India, you know, like all this music and all, like I don't see that much global recognition happening for us, you know. And then I mean, like there's some few out there, but then it's not that major, not that big or anything, you know. I mean, like if we can change that, you know, and all this thing, you know, maybe it can be. I mean, like it'll be really good for all the musicians all over the world, because at the end of the day, music is one language, you know, and then we connect via music, you know. So if you can get more opportunities for the Indian artists, and then if we can get like the same platforms, you know, I think that would be really helpful for everybody out here.
I mean, Theo, you're in the States, which is the biggest music market in the world. Even though you are American, it's probably not that easy for you. Being American in America is still the same battle, uphill battle.
Yes, man. It's like to go with IMCHA say, like when you get in here and like you just said, those names you said, one thing people got to realize, and artists that's tuning in, those names he dropped, they have a machine. If you know what a machine is hard to defeat. It's hard to defeat unless you got the Avengers. You know what I mean? And I just try to find like my little niche and keep making my dents as I can, because it's like cutting down a tree, man. It might not fall. I might not have the chainsaw as the Justin Biebers or the Drake. But once I get through chipping through that tree, and when it falls, I'm guaranteed I'm going to have the same impact. Mine might hit you late. They might be a first, second round knockout. Me, I'm going to surprise you in the 10th. But at the end of the day, when you look at our records, we both got knockouts. So that's how I look at it, man. When I get in the studio, I always say, how would J. Cole or Kendrick or Jay-Z approach this track?
Yeah. And
I grade myself on their level. I never sit there and be like, well, I don't have the money they have, the production they have. That's bull crap, man. When I look in the mirror and I see me, I see a winner, and winners win. So that's how I see it.
I mean, when you think back to like 20 years ago where there was no digital music, was it better, or is it better now?
I want to say it was better then, because I felt like now, like I said, people, you know, no knock to them, but it's like people on TikToks. If you're popular on TikTok, a label will step to you and give you a deal. You probably never rapped before or nothing. All companies care about now is audience. Like honestly, I think A&R is kind of getting a little shaky, because now you go to Instagram, you go to somewhere, and hey, I see you got these followings on. We can offer you this for this. You know what I mean? So it's like they're coming in buying your audience already. You know what I mean? Back in the days, it was, okay, I think we'll do good in the Midwest. Let's set together a little promo tour. Let's see what buzz we can get. Now, you don't have to do that. Now, you can take your materials, go online, hire like 10 influencers, have them do what they do. You could playlist, and you don't have to move. All it takes, I think back then, it took money, but I think now it takes more money monthly, because the world we in, it's on a month-to-month basis. Like, you could be cold, and if you get the right budget, the right influencer, man, you could get hot and just, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're just gone.
IMCHA, what's it like for you? Being, the age you are, is it helped you, the digital world, YouTube, Spotify, and everything?
I mean, like, I've been growing up with CD sales and everything. Like, me and my brothers, back in the days when digital streaming was not a thing, we used to make CDs and albums and gospel songs and stuff. So basically we could sell it, and then from there we could earn some money, for everything and everything here. But with the digital streams, I mean, like, you're getting the popularity, your social media is growing. So basically both advantage and disadvantages from both sides. Nah? So I wouldn't complain. Like, at the end of the day, you have to just work on your game and then, take those challenges and then, break those obstacles and then just move forward.
But when you post your videos on social media, do you get offers from other labels or from, A&Rs that may be genuine?
I got some few DMs, but I thought it's fake and stuff, so I didn't reply. But usually it's either a collaboration or, they want me for an interview or something like that. Mostly that. But labels, and although I saw some few accounts reaching out to me, but I thought it was like, hey, this is probably fake, I was like,
so be very careful. So
yeah.
Maybe it was better back in the day when you could just have an honest person showing interest in your work and not having to filter through like different weird people who pretend to be something they're not. I think it's a hard life. I mean, we've got loads of people, even at the radio station where I work, that work with influencers, and they're all weird people. They're not serious. That every time they say something, you like think, where's the spin? Where's the twist? Why are they doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sad, man. Like you said, like, I felt like me growing up and me was watching the industry. Like you said, like, if I was an A&R back then, I know I have to go find the talent to keep my job. Now, like you said, let's get this guy 5,000 and have him promote this song so we can sell 100,000. And I'm not gonna lie, to me, that's easy math to me. Like, if I had a budget like that, I promise you, I would get 10. I would pay all of them 5,000. Each of y'all go give me 100,000 sales. Okay, yeah, I paid 50, but I made 500,000. And I'm on the charts. I'm on the Billboard. Now that brings me more opportunity, interviews, brands, just different leads, man. And that's the game we in right now. You got to have, like you say, with the orange juice, like left field, but it makes me like people in agriculture. They can understand theology. Why? Because I'm doing something of common interest. And that's what you got to do. Sometimes it's not going to just work with just music, me, mic check 1, 2. Nah, I got to go sell that orange juice. I got to sell that energy drink. I got to, different ways, different means.
Was there one part of your life maybe where you thought, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to throw it all away. You were so like frustrated.
Oh yeah, man. Actually it was 2 years ago. It's like I worked so hard, man. I had got like verified. Cause that in this day and age, man, if you don't have the blue check, like they really bypass you, man. Because now that I do have it, I'm on both. I was on both sides, so I know the love. But somebody hacked my account and spent. I had just got like a $10,000 investment. They got my account, and being that I uploaded my card to Facebook, that Facebook or PayPal said I gave Facebook permission to use my card. So they took all my money, they took my pages, they got my page deleted with like all my memories. Like I have no college memories. My dad, cause my dad passed away. Like I have nothing, man. And I was like, you know what? Like I was like literally, man, I was crying. I was so frustrated. I'm like, why me? Why go mess with Justin? Go mess with them. Like, why would you want to? I'm little me. I just got the blue check. You know what I mean? Like, I'm no threat. So, but then I started thinking, when I wanted to quit, I was like, well, if they hacking me and want to beat me, that means I'm making an impact. Okay. So I use that, and I'm like,
something negative to something positive. Yeah.
Right. So I just said, man, minor setback, major comeback, and now I'm stronger than ever. And like following that, that's when I did the orange juice, which is funny. You know what I'm saying? So
good.
Yeah.
IMCHA, where's your journey going then? Are you gonna try and travel internationally a lot more and see the world? What are your plans for the future?
I'm all waiting for Mr. Ashish Manchanta. I'm just waiting for him
to say go.
Yeah, some good plans for me. Yeah. Yes. At the end of the day, I just have to work my ass off, and then I'm just working on my music right now, and then let's see where my music takes me. I'm more than happy to where I reach. At the same time, I'm gonna work progress. Godspeed, bro.
Did you have a point in your life that you wanted to quit?
Never.
Never.
I'm still going to continue music, and then if I don't happen to have provide myself with the financial and everything, I'll still find some way or the other so that I can go ahead with my music. But then still I'm here with the record label Springboard Records, so basically everything's out here working out really good, and then covering up all my music videos and everything. So yeah, that is pretty much it.
Apart from your management and label, what things did you do to, make people realize that you exist? Did you pay for commercials on social media, or did you buy followers, or how did you, what's the trick, the tip for the kids who are listening today?
So basically, I got my first break. I've been posting videos on YouTube and everything. So basically, I got my first break once I released my first music video. That was Moving On. That was I think 3-4 years back. And then with that, I get it up to 100K views so far. That was all organic. So with that reach, I could able to grow myself. And then I would from there, I could understand what type of content my followers need. And then according to that content, I've been providing them. And then that's how I've been getting all the reach right now.
How was that for you, Theo? How did you get your reach?
Oh, man, well, let me give it to you then. My reach came from me just getting. I understood the game, and I was the guy on Twitter that I was the spam guy. Okay. But what I mean by I did. So what I started doing was I made the championship. I made the Super Bowl theme song for the San Francisco 49ers, which is NFL. Okay. A guy I went to school with, he played for him. So that's when I started realizing yo, use your resources. So I name dropped, and before you know it, on Twitter, ESPN was retweeting it, all the top NFL. But I'm okay. So then I made the championship song for Florida State. And that thing, it went crazy. So I'm okay, I got a little niche. So when LeBron came to Florida, when he went back to Cleveland, I'm sorry, I did a song I remade, I'm coming home, I'm coming. So that's how it really came, man. I started doing custom songs. I did one for my college, just for different avenues. And recently with Springboard, we went to Virginia, and I did a theme song for an MLB team. So that's how I really got it, really just understanding the marketing, hey, people may not rap, but if I do something that we have in common, you'll enjoy it. So that's what I learned to do. You might not, like different things, but if I give you a buffet, you still will come because there's something in there you will like.
It's an amazing story.
Yeah.
That's what you say. If you have the connections, some people probably think, oh, I don't want to use my connections because I'll be using the person. But I mean, if it's a mutual thing and, name dropping, you're not hurting anyone. If you know that guy and that guy knows you, why shouldn't you tell everyone?
Right. That's me, man. And when I learned that, I'm why not? Because at the end of the day, as an entity, I'm helping you too by saying your name. Regardless, that's like me. If 100 people talking about me, I need 101 talking about me. No, you know what I mean?
Right. What's the situation like in India at the moment, IMCHA? Is it calming down a little bit? Can you get out and maybe do some, concerts, or is it still lockdown in India?
I mean, like, everything is pretty cool out here. Everybody's like walking like talks, without a mask on and everything. So I think everything is normal out here. And then music festival have started up, and then but following the SOPs and everything. So yeah, I think everything is settling down right now. And then yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I think in the States it was a bit, it was like the UK. I think they went for the full blast version, didn't they? They just said like Freedom Day and let's see what happens. I think India was a bit more cautious. But what's it like for you, Theo, at the moment in the States?
Oh man, it's good, man. Things picking up. I can say a lot of virtual stuff. I'm cautious. Like I got a lot of invites out, so I pick and choose, what I want to do, and just try to. Because at the end of the day, man, this pandemic is still alive, and you still have to be mindful and be careful. So everywhere I go, like I mask up. I try, if I take pictures with people, I kind of like arms this and like we could do a fist dap, stuff like that. Take my wipes, sanitizer wipes, wipe the microphone down. I know some of them look at me like I'm weird, but I'm like, no, I'm giving you a tool that you can use. Yeah, you can use as well.
Always have it with you. Always. You never know. You never know who's going to come across the road and cough or sneeze or something like that. And, it's very, very important that we don't forget that it's still there, as you said. So what's going on for you now in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, Theo?
Oh, man. I just got back from California. I was out there with the energy drink 91 and up. We're doing some great things. Should be dropping the second part of the commercial. I know you've seen the first one. I was on the mountains. This time we did something special downtown LA. That'll be dropping. So in 2 weeks, I'll be going to SEMA in Las Vegas. I'll be doing a TV interview in Orlando. Then Miami for another TV interview.
Europe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm trying to, I'm supposed to come out there. I got booked to come out there February to London.
Great.
So they said they got to figure out the date because they were scared of like a big wave hitting. So they're going to lock the date in hopefully by November. It's going good, man. I got like you said with my page going crazy and different. I got like brands, a lot of brands hitting me. Like I got an invite to California today. Like I sent them my information, and it's for a new jean company.
Great. So
I'm gonna see if they could just send it to me out here. I'll just get with my camera guy, take some photos and post. I got a few offers, few like one song deals, just different situations, man. I'm trying to cook up, man. Like I'm gonna do something with spring. My options open. You know what I'm saying? Like I just gotta take care of me and get crew to a global recognized brand, and from there, man, just sky's the limit.
Let's stay with the word global. We are Global Icon. What does the whole thing that we're doing mean for you?
Global Icon? I love it because he got a K in there. You know what I'm saying? I think it's an eye opener because like a lot of shows I watch, I feel like for guys like me and IMCHA, if I go to American Idol or something, I'm not singing no original music, so I'm really going to get blessed off somebody else's music. So if I'm a judge and I like say artists, then you're going to be my favorite. And I think with Global, it's good. Like, no. Show up with what you do, what you write, and how you perform, because you might can get a songwriting deal. You might not have the songs, but you might have the look. And you might not have the lyrics, but you might be a good producer. So that gives everybody a different way to eat. You don't always have to be the one that's being heard. Trust me, the people in the background get paid more than guys with the microphone. So I love the opportunity it's presented because it's original. And I believe in like people being original, man. I'm tired of all this copy and paste stuff. Just embrace who you are and love who you are. That's Global Icon.
IMCHA, I mean, that is probably exactly what you think, because I mean, you know, looking at your videos and your music, you are a true, real singer-songwriter who is looking for an opportunity to present his own music.
Yeah. I mean, like the same thing, you know what? Yeah.
I was just going to say that wasn't actually a question. As a presenter, I should actually formulate a question instead of giving you the answer that you tell me. I've got something to learn.
No, it's all right. Like, I just had the same answer.
Yeah, no problem. Right then, well, thanks a lot for being on the show today, guys. It's been really, really nice listening to your stories. And IMCHA, do you want to play us out?
Pardon?
Do you want to play us out with another song where you've got your guitar? Do you want to play something for us?
Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. So this song was featured in the 100 Best Songs of 2020 in Apple Music. So this is the one it's called Spare My Heart.
Okay.
Take a step with me and stand with me as we gaze the stars tonight. Tell me, how can someone be so beautiful that I can barely explain? Take me everywhere that you want me to be, only like you never owned someone before. Tell me every deepest concerns in your heart, babe. Let me be infatuated, babe. But when you look just to talk to me, eyes deep like the ocean, how do you expect me to behave? Oh, when you smile standing there and you notice me admiring, how do you do so easily? All the eyes on me, 'cause you are with me. But I hope that you spare my heart.
Wow. You are really good.
Thank you.
I like to see you when you sing them, because you know, when you close your eyes and you can feel the energy coming out of your body. I mean, you live the music.
That's the scene.
IMCHA, all the best. Let's hope that we get to meet together sometime live for maybe a big performance with the Global Icon. That'd be great. You doing the music, Theo doing the rapping, and I'll stand there with a microphone and tell the people who you guys are. So thanks a lot. You have a nice weekend and all the best, and we'll see you soon.
That's cool.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.